Some of the questions that may ask is, yes, they've come up with this, and you say it may have some impact, but there are key questions. What was happening to the initial allocations that they were getting? Where was it going?
Because it's not from my mouth that you hear that.
You're the economist. We should hear it from your mouth. Where else can we hear it? It won't be from us.
Well, the thing is that, the issue of round tripping and all that, and the people who are doing all this, even supplying the BDCs and stuff like that, they get from official rate, they come, they sell at it. It's all happening, and it's a very serious case going on, and because of the monopoly that the CBN still has over the exchange, that's what is causing all this. If you allow people, then there'll be no need to, do round tripping.
When you say allow people, what does that mean? Who are these people?
The banks, okay. Say for instance, I keep mentioning the oil majors, Chevron or Shell, they have this. They have to pass it through the CBN, for instance, instead of selling directly to the banks who's supposed to have all this. And they don't monitor. You see, CBN should be able to monitor the exchange, the dollars coming in and all that. In every economy, where you have what I call your account balance, your current account balance on a deficit, is better for the country. And what that means, but if you have your current account balance surplus, as we do now, that means we are exporting more dollar than we are importing.
But
it's not good for the economy.
The CBN want to make it unilateral?
Yes.
Or they want to
let me just say this again before I forget. Look at what is happening in the commodities market.
Okay.
The foreign traders of commodities, because of they want dollar, they can buy commodities at any price. Maybe cashew, they buy at the highest, they don't even price it anymore. And they get this money, and they buy the commodities and export. I was asking the CEO of Nigerian Export Promotion Council when he came visiting our school a few days ago. I said, are you aware, what are you doing to make sure that this money is tracked and repatriated back? These people, they don't bring that money back because of the scarcity of dollars. So they buy local commodities at the highest naira they can get, and then export. That way, they don't bring back the dollar, which is not good. He said they are trying to come up with an incentive to encourage them to, repatriate the funds back. Okay, but you need to create an incentive.
People need to hear from him more because they accuse him on the program as well of not doing anything. So
because he is actually doing something. He said that they are, in his own words, that they are working towards providing incentive. And he's not alone in this. The ministry under which his agency is, the Ministry of Nigerian Investment Promotion Council, okay, which his agency is under. The minister has to do something about it.
Looking through all of these policies, because one would assume that the CBN wants a solution to all of this. Nobody wants this kind of scenario foisted upon the economy when you're at the head. Would it be out of place for one to ask, the basic thing that we should be doing is exporting certain things and earning Forex? Now, if it's dependent on oil, can we look back and say, okay, look, in the last 2 years, what efforts or what have we done to ensure we earn Forex beyond oil?
Well, the thing is that the continuity, government is a continuum. And that's what our politicians, those who govern us, have not realized. One government leaves, it's like it terminates. It's not supposed to be so. There were some good policies from the previous administration, which this administration is supposed to continue with.
Like which one?
They have not done that. Okay, they have not done that. Even during Obasanjo's time.
Any examples? Because I know that they're trying to follow up on some, but it depends on which one you're referring to.
No, okay. Previously, when Obasanjo was in government, he set up export grants to encourage Nigerian businesses, the companies, to produce for export. When Yar'Adua came in, he stopped it. Companies lost money, and there was no incentive, no motivation to do that. So what they have done is to outsource the thinking to either China or India. because nobody has confidence.
Is that happening in this government?
It is happening in this government because maybe the body language is not encouraging. So people have money in this country. People can invest. Nigerians can invest. Foreigners cannot develop our economy. Nigerian businesses need to be encouraged to be able to invest in the economy so that others will be.
What difference will this current Forex policy, what impact will it have on import-export, for instance?
Well, the thing is that for import, you can, once the price of dollar comes down because of competition, when the bank starts operation and they get regular supply from CBN to be able to sell directly to this, maybe, just maybe, if there's no collusion between the BDCs and the banks, so that they have a uniform this thing, there could be a collusion, and it's worse than monopoly. When you have collusion like that, it's worse than monopoly.
But you did mention also that if, for instance, you have the owners of this Forex not getting through the CBN before onward sales to commercial banks or whoever wants to buy, if you have a direct sale procedure, then that will actually bring down the costs.
Just maybe. There's no guarantees. This is a market. And if the two parties collude to be greedy and all that, what you're supposed to do is to bring about competition, so that if you don't buy at Bank A, you can buy at BDC B and all that, so that even as as banks set up shop, the BDCs know that they have a challenge, so they can now begin to say, okay,
assuming the banks will sell at the stipulated price.
Yes, assuming the banks will sell at that price. Okay, so that is the challenge they have.
But people say they even go to the banks. You can't get the BTA.
Yes.
You can't get so many things, and they tell you, yes, go to your bank, fill your Form M, your bank will give you, but many Form M's are queuing up.
Yeah, but now that they want to start, now they want to start. I remember when I traveled last time, we use our ATM to withdraw money from Singapore. But getting to US last year and all that, we couldn't even get anything. Even to travel, we had to buy from the black market. Even banks were not selling. You see, because one is that the policies that they have, in place are not helping matters. And I don't like this short-term thinking of the policymakers.
So what would be the long-term thing?
The long-term thing is to look at the whole economy. Look at the whole where are we headed? But people think that the CBN alone will solve Nigeria's economic woes. It is not in their place.
Okay,
it's not only in their place. They should be able to. Don't forget that the Ministry of Finance and all that, they have to give us direction. We'll
take it from that point when we return.
Yeah.
Don't go away.